Here we presents the top 5 best portable air conditioners. Starting at number 5, Optoma HD28HDR. Do you want a versatile home theater projector at a great value? The Optoma HD28HDR could well be your answer. This full HD projector checks all the boxes for both home theater use and gamers, with a high picture quality, bright lamp, and low lag, a combination of features that's especially impressive for the price. We're equally impressed by the color production of the Optoma HD28HDR. Its 6-segment color wheel covers the full rec. 709 color gamut, factory calibrated to ensure accuracy. Colors stay vibrant even when you're using it with the lights on, thanks to the powerful 3600 lumen lamp, and of all screen sizes. That makes it a versatile choice, since you don't need a dedicated home theater space to get a good picture. There's a lot to love about the Optoma HD28HDR. Having said that, it's not the most user-friendly projector and can be tricky to install, especially for those who don't have a lot of AV experience. It's also lacking in all-in-one features like streaming interfaces and built-in theater-quality sound. If you don't already have external speakers or content sources, that's something you'll want to plan for in your budget. Really, it comes down to what you need from your projector. The streamlined design of the Optoma HD28HDR is why it sells for such an affordable price. It's an especially smart choice for gamers, who would be hard-pressed to find a better bang for their buck. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Optoma UHD30. When we are talking about low-cost 4K projectors, there are bound to cut corners in order to meet the lower budget limitations. Either it be brightness, color accuracy, black levels, or contrast, these projectors always make compromises in certain specs. But to combat this, we have seen manufacturers offer the same models, but with different strengths, usually one focusing on colors and the other on brightness, giving the power of choice to the consumer. In our Optoma UHD30 review, we will be looking at a similarly low-cost 4K projector, but this one seems to follow a different route. In essence, the UHD30 we have here today is remarkably similar to the UHD50X that we had previously reviewed. Upon a quick look at the specs, reveal very small differences, and these doesn't have to do either with the colors or the overall brightness that we initially thought of. Basically, the difference here is that the UHD30 has higher throw ratio, smaller zoom, and no vertical shift. To be honest, we were a bit puzzled why Optoma would release a projector so similar to the UHD50X, which can add more confusion to the end user. With all the different names many similar projectors have in various markets, it's a relief to see the UHD30 keeping its code name across the globe. Unlike the UHD50X, which you could find in Europe as the UHD42 instead, the UHD30 is the same in case you are interested. In general, the UHD30 has a lot going for it. Build quality is the same as the UHD50X, which can be considered very good for the price asked, and we are extremely fond of the backlight remote Optoma offers. 4K image quality was great with good clarity and enough definition, while color performance was very good with some calibration but also good enough out of the box. Its main strength obviously was the low input lag and high refresh rate, which are very important among hardcore gamers. Halfway of my listed number 3, Samsung Premier LSP9T. The ultra-short throw laser 4K projector category has recently exploded, and the latest entry is the Premier LSP9T from Samsung. Just a few years ago, you'd have to spend new car money to get your hands on a great unit, one that can handle 4K HDR content while serving as both a home theater and a giant TV. But now, there's a variety of 4K laser options to choose. Samsung enters the market with 2 new models aimed at consumers seeking a premium projector. This hands-on focuses on the higher end of 2 models, the LSP9T, which is equipped with a 3-laser light source and 0.66 DMD that's spec'd at 2800 lumens output, along 4K support and HDR10 Plus compatibility. A key feature of this projector is the extreme 0.189:1 throw ratio. This is the relative distance of the lens versus the screen size. Remarkably, this projector can output a 100-inch picture with the back of the projector only 4.5 inches away from the rear wall, just enough space for fitting the cables. For a 130 image, that only increases to 9.4 inches, a remarkable achievement that makes this projector a better fit for the living room than other projectors I have reviewed. With a throw ratio this aggressive, the Samsung is able to deliver its promised 130 picture size, while fitting on top of a 24-deep credenza or TV stand. With other UHD projectors I have reviewed, I had to use an extension shelf or pull the credenza away from the wall to make it fit, but with the Samsung that's not an issue. With the right screen and a bit of customization, Samsung's the Premier LSP9T delivers a TV-like viewing experience at screen sizes normally associated with dedicated home theaters. It's a top choice for anyone seeking a high-performance UHD projector. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2. BenQ HT2150ST. The BenQ HT2150ST gaming projector is as perfect a projector for serious gaming as we have yet seen. It combines a rapid 16 milliseconds input lag with low fan noise, ample light output, fully saturated and balanced color, a short throw lens, and some very decent onboard audio in the event you don't have an external audio system handy. It is full native 1080p resolution and can be had for just $999. If you want the optional wireless module, it is an extra $299. Upon startup, the projector defaults to game mode. The picture in this mode is clean, clear and sharp. It is slightly cool in color temperature, but not dramatically so. Contrast and black levels are reasonably good, quite sufficient for ambient light use and typical for gaming applications. In lower ambient light, or for viewing in a dark room, if you want to give the game picture a bit more snap, you can bump the default to 0 gamma setting up to 2 and switch the color temp from cool to normal. With these simple adjustments you are good to go with an exceptionally well-calibrated picture for either gaming or movies that needs no further tweaking. 2 of the operating modes have less appeal. Game Bright gives you slightly more brightness than Game, but it drops gamma to 1.6, compromising black levels and color saturation. Some people might find a use for this, but we can't. Bright mode maximizes the total potential light output of the projector, but at the expense of a severe color shift toward green. The picture is harsh and unattractive. We'd avoid both of these modes. The BenQ HT2150ST hits on all cylinders, where it counts the most. For serious gamers, the big deal is input lag, and at 16 milliseconds it is the fastest digital projector we've ever measured. And number 1. BenQ HT3550. We recently looked at several 4K projectors to identify the best inexpensive light cannons for your viewing pleasure, and found that the Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB provided the best quality and feature set for a reasonable cost. But we have a challenger. The BenQ HT3550 is designed to knock off the champ with similar performance and a much lower cost. BenQ has been making projectors for over 10 years. Early experience with BenQ from 7 or 8 years ago indicated that they were often overestimating their lumens by a fair bit. No matter how high of a max lumen level they advertised, it always seemed that the picture was just not bright enough. Low lumen level issues were compounded by poor contrast and dynamic range that plagued most projectors of that era. However, times have changed. The consumer experience improvements that BenQ has brought to the table in the last few years are substantial, as real-world performance has been increasingly prioritized across the product line. The HT3550 embodies the modern vision that BenQ has for its consumers. With the HT3550, BenQ has engineered a projector with a feature set designed to punch well above the weight of its price tag. Manufacturer specs are always helpful during initial research, and the BenQ HT3550 clearly doesn't disappoint with plenty of fancy features and solid numbers around lumens and dynamic range. However, numbers don't tell the whole story. When viewed in person, this projector is greater than the sum of the individual specifications. BenQ is clearly succeeding in its mission to impress the end user with the overall perceived beauty. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.